Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I will be doing a very exciting video because I will be doing a full face of e.l.f. Cosmetics. e.l.f. Cosmetics has been one of my favorite drugstore brands because they are super affordable. A lot of their products are less than $20, so that's what I like about very affordable products. There are a lot of different makeup products in their collection. They have eyeshadow, foundation, primer, toner, moisturizer, cleansers, blush, all the makeup products that you could name. They have it on e.l.f. They are all affordable. They have their own e.l.f. website. So today's video is going to be a full face of e.l.f. Cosmetics. So before we get started, please like this video, subscribe to my channel, follow me on Instagram at Makeup Spectrums. With that being said, let's get on with the video. To begin, I did already do my brows off camera, and again I used the e.l.f. Cosmetics Ultra Precise Brow Pencil in the shade Neutral Brown. To begin my application, I do have two of their primers. I have the Jelly Pop Dew Primer, and I also have their new Glow Oil Primer that came out this summer in their Retro Paradise collection. Here's how the Glow Oil looks like, and I am just gonna apply 2 drops onto my face. And I'm going to prime my face using this glow oil. It is very moisturizing. It definitely gives a nice velvety feeling onto your face. Nice and smooth. And it has a very nice tropical smell to it. I really like how this primer is feeling. So I'm very excited to see how my foundation application will look like using this primer. I am going to apply foundation now, and for foundation, I will be using the e.l.f. Cosmetics Flawless Finish Foundation in the shade Vanilla, and I will be applying it using my e.l.f. Cosmetics Total Face Sponge. This e.l.f. Cosmetics Flawless Finish Foundation is one of my favorite drugstore foundations. It applies the foundation to look flawless on your face, so I am very excited to use this foundation again in this video. And I'm going to go a little bit at a time because I do not want my application to be too cakey. My love for e.l.f. has definitely gotten much more stronger because they have been coming out with new products, and as I try new products, they always work. There have been a few products that haven't really worked out for me, but honestly, majority of the products that I purchased from e.l.f. have worked flawlessly on my skin, on my face. When it comes to makeup, if my friends were to ask what makeup product would you prefer for beginners that are into makeup, I would always recommend e.l.f. Cosmetics because they are very affordable, very great for starters. They are not too expensive, so the price on their makeup products are on point. So that's what I definitely like about e.l.f. They really make their makeup products super affordable so that everyone can get into makeup. So this is the first application. I am going to build it up a little bit because I can still see my freckles as well as some red spots on my skin. So I'm going to take another pump on my wrist and swerve it again and then apply a second coat. There are times where I do like to just do 1 coat of foundation because I do want to keep my face looking very natural. But when there are times where I have some really bad redness on my face that I don't really like to show, then I would build it up slightly more than usual. And this makeup sponge is the best makeup sponge that I think when it comes to drugstore products because it applies the makeup so evenly and so flawlessly. I remember the first product that I bought from e.l.f. was their Ultra Precise Brow Pencil. When I first started makeup, brows was probably the first thing that I tried practicing, and then after brows came foundation, and then after foundation came to eyeshadow. I am a big eyeshadow fan. Majority of my products in my makeup collection are eyeshadow palettes. So I'm very excited that e.l.f. has come out with so many new products that a lot of people have enjoyed and myself have enjoyed as well to try. So here is the full application. It is looking very nice and flawless. So if you are looking for a very affordable foundation that applies very flawlessly, doesn't really emphasize any texture on your skin, then I would highly recommend to try the e.l.f. Flawless Finish Foundation. And now that foundation is flawlessly applied, I am going to be going into concealer. And the concealer that I've decided to use is the e.l.f. Cosmetics 16-Hour Camo Concealer. This is a matte concealer and I am in the shade Light Sand. This is one of the first products as well when it came to actually getting into makeup that I got. It was always the Flawless Finish Foundation as well as this concealer. And then when it came to the hydrating concealer, I was super excited because I do have combination skin. So there are times where I have dry skin, probably oily on my forehead, and then I would be dry around my cheek area. So then I would always use the hydrating foundation, and then it would definitely help my skin look more natural and more youthful. So I definitely like the concealers that they had came out with, and they make your skin look so flawless. Like, you do not see any creasing, there is no patchiness, there are no dry spots. They do not emphasize any texture of your skin, so that is one reason why e.l.f. has always been one of the go-to products that I think a lot of people have enjoyed having. So a little does go a long way when it comes to this concealer. That's why I do not do the triangle application compared to what a lot of makeup people do. I know in the beginning when I was applying this concealer, it did look a little bit messy, but as you start blending it together, it will look more flawless. The skin looks much more youthful. I am really liking how this concealer is applying. And this makeup sponge is definitely a really go-to makeup sponge to use when it comes to applications of foundation or concealer because it does not absorb any product. Compared to other sponges that I have used, there are a lot of sponges that do absorb product and you're going to have to keep on building it up over and over again. But e.l.f. Cosmetic makeup sponges blend super easily. So next I will begin setting my face, and one of my favorite drugstore setting powder is the new e.l.f. Halo Glow Setting Powder. I have it in the shade Light. It is a very finely milled setting powder that definitely blurs out different areas that you have any creasing or you have any textured. It definitely blurs out your skin. So I'm going to use this highlighter brush. I know it's a highlighter brush, but I like using this brush definitely to set my under eyes as well as my forehead and my nose and my chin. I think this size of a brush is perfect because having a smaller brush, for example, like the Real Technique setting brush, it is pretty small and you always have to go back in again and again, where in comparison to this brush, it grabs a decent amount, not too much, not too little, and you don't have to dip back into the pan that often to grab more powder because a little bit does go a long way. At the same time, it does get a good amount of product every single time. So it does blur out the skin. It feels much more smooth, velvety, and youthful. That's what I really like about this Halo Glow setting powder. So I'm not going to set the whole face because I do want it to keep a little bit glowy since the foundation is a satin finish. So next we will be going into bronzer. And my favorite bronzer from e.l.f. is their e.l.f. Forever SunKissed bronzer. This is a Primer-Infused bronzer. This is very nice. It gives a really nice warmth to the skin. I will be using the new Retro Paradise Airbrush Blender brush. So for this bronzer, I will be using this brush and I'm going to dab into this bronzer and I'll be blending and carving out my cheeks. The warmth that it carves on your face really gives you a nice sun-kissed glow. And I am dabbing the bronzer onto my face because I do not want to wipe away the foundation that I applied. I do want to keep the foundation where it is, so I am just dabbing the bronzer and carving out my face at the same time. It gave a lot of nice warmth to my face, so the bronzer did a very great job. Now we are gonna go into the blushes, and for blushes I am very excited because I did purchase 3 shades of their new bite-sized blushes. I have the shade Watermelon, White Peach, and Spiced Apple. They come with a matte blush as well as a shimmer shade, so that's what I really like about their bite-sized blushes, is that you can either do a full matte blush, or if you would like to add some shimmer to your blush for a nice satin glow, then you can definitely dip your brush into the shimmer shades. So I think I am going to go into the shade White Peach because I do love peach blushes. So I will be using the all over powder brush from the Retro Paradise brush kit, and I'll be applying my blush. I am really enjoying this blush so far. I really like the nice natural application that it gives. It is not too pink, it's not too orange. I do think that pink blush is a really great shade that a lot of people have been purchasing because it is summer going into fall, and I think peach shades are very great to have in your collection. Next, I'll be doing highlighter, and for highlighter, I will actually be using the e.l.f. Bite Size Blush Shimmer Shade to apply for highlighter, and I'm going to use their highlighter brush again to apply to the apples of my cheeks. I am really liking how this look is going so far, and next we are finally gonna go into eyeshadow. So for eyeshadow, I do have the e.l.f. J Kissa eyeshadow palette, but I do not think I am in the mood for really a rainbow look today. So I'm actually gonna go into their blushes again, and I'm going to use their blushes as an eyeshadow. So for eyeshadow, I'm actually gonna go into the Bite Size Face Duo brush in the shade Spiced Apple, and I'm going to take their blending eye brush and blend it into my crease. I also like how e.l.f. products, such as their bronzers and blushes, as well as highlighters, can be used for multiple things. Bronzers are really great shades that you can use for an eyeshadow, as well as their blushes, of course, that I am using right now. Their application on their blushes is very fine. It is going to make the eye look very natural. It's not too bold, not too blinding, very light, very airbrushed. So that is what I like about e.l.f. products, is that you can use them for multiple things. I am really liking how this eye look is turning out. So for the shimmer shades, I am going to go back into the White Peach Bite Size Blush, and I'm going to use their flat eyeshadow brush and dip into the shimmer shades and apply that to my eyelid. I do want to keep this look very natural, so I'm not going to make the eye look too intense. Now I'm going to deepen up the outer corners of my eyes, and I'm going to go back into their eyeshadow brush and take the bronzer, and I'm going to blend that to the outer part of my eyelid, towards my outer V. I am going to take the shade Spiced Apple, and I'm going to blend that to my lower lash line. Lastly, for this eye look, I'm going to go into this shimmer shade with this Spiced Apple and apply it to my lower lash line. Next, I will be using the e.l.f. Lash Curler to curl my lashes, and I will be applying their Keep It Curls mascara. I will go off camera, and I'm going to apply my favorite Luxe lash from e.l.f. It is their Winged and Bold lashes. So I'm going to go off camera, and I'll be right back to finish my makeup look. Alright, I am back. Lashes are now applied. Next, I will be going into lips. And for lips, I will be using the Retro Paradise lip glosses that they came out this summer. I think I'm gonna go into the shade Dream On lip gloss. So this is a very nice watermelon peach pink lip gloss, and I'm gonna apply that to my lips. I really do love e.l.f. lip glosses, very nourishing. They actually act as a lip balm, so your lips feel very soft. I am really liking how all these products look very flawless on the skin. It is making it look like my skin but better. I am going to go off camera for a second and I'll be back for my final thoughts. Alright, I am back. So now we are going to talk about the final thoughts on my love for e.l.f. This look definitely looks very flawless. It looks like my skin but better. The lashes, very soft. I really like how this look came out. The brushes are super soft. I used all e.l.f. brushes today. The e.l.f. foundation, super flawless like it says. I honestly really like this foundation more than the Too Faced Born This Way foundation. The Too Faced Born This Way foundation didn't really work out for me, so I highly recommend to try the e.l.f. Cosmetics foundation before you try on any high-end brand foundation. The foundation applied very flawlessly, no cakiness, it does not stick to certain areas or dry spots on your skin, so I really love this flawless foundation. The concealer blends very beautifully. It creates a very youthful look. There's no creasing, no patchiness towards dry spots on your skin, so I really love the concealer. I would highly recommend to try the concealer, definitely. When it comes to bronzer, it is one of my go-to bronzers. Very affordable. I believe it is about $6 to $8. So this is very affordable. I highly recommend you should try their bronzer. Setting powder is a must. I really do think that this setting powder really helps blur out those spots that you have on your face so that it feels very nice and soft and velvety. The blushes, very nice. The application was super easy, and the blushes can also be used as an eyeshadow as well as the bronzer, which is what I like about e.l.f. Cosmetics. You can use their products for many different ways. When it came to the Glow Oil Primer, it made my skin very soft, very moisturized. It felt very velvety, so I definitely like this Glow Oil Primer, and plus it was my first time using oil primer, so I am glad that I used an affordable brand, and actually I think I'll keep using this because in the fall and the winter I do get dry skin, so I will keep using the Glow Primer Oil. Their beauty blender, a go-to beauty blender. It applies flawlessly to your skin. It does not soak up any product onto the sponge, so it's in very easy application. The lip glosses are super smooth, super buttery. They definitely act as a lip balm because they are very moisturizing. They really soften your lips. They give your lips a nice plumpy glow, so I highly recommend to try the lip glosses. And I think those are all the products that I used today. These are all the products in my e.l.f. collection. So this is the final look that I created using all of my e.l.f. Cosmetics collection. I highly recommend to try e.l.f. Cosmetics if you have not already. If you are a beginner into makeup, I highly recommend to try e.l.f. Please comment down below what you guys think about this look. Please comment down below your favorite e.l.f. product. I would really love to know your favorite e.l.f. product, any go-to products, any products you think I should try. I would definitely love to know your stories about e.l.f., how e.l.f. was the start of your love for makeup. Please comment that down below. And again, if you have not already, please like this video, subscribe to my channel. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!